Hello, my name is Lee Barrett, and I'm Executive Director and CEO of ENAC, and welcome you to our overview of the Trusted Dynamic Registration and Authentication Accreditation Program, or referred to by acronym as TDRAAP. We appreciate your interest in this exciting program, which was designed and developed to help healthcare organizations demonstrate their ability to use trusted digital certificates for endpoint identity, registration, authentication, and attribute delivery for electronic healthcare transactions in real time. With the release of the final Office of the National Coordinator, or ONC, 21st Century Cures Act, and the related CMS interoperability and patient access rules, it's clear that the ability to efficiently register and authenticate endpoints is a core component of interoperability throughout the healthcare information digital highway implementation. Let's start with the why this program is important to you. The ONC and CMS final rules require most provider and payer organizations to implement and maintain standards for APIs supporting patient access to data. Payers must make adjudicated claims, capitated encounter information, and clinical data available to the third-party applications under individual as well as enrollee direction from dates of service beginning January 1st, 2016. Provider and pharmacy network and directory data must also be made available via these APIs. By January 2021, payers must also adopt the ONC US CDI version 1 as a required format for clinical data handling. Though providing these APIs is no small technical hurdle, the ensuing challenges of application registration, credential management, and overall system security for each end user app and server are quite daunting. Industry best practices generally include the Unified Data Access Profiles, or UDAP, core to this new ENAC program, since they address the primary scalability concerns mentioned. The ONC final rule encourages such industry innovation in its preference for efficient, non-discriminatory app validation practices. Providers will have 2 years from the final rule publication date, plus a few months per enforcement discretion, to implement and deploy the Cures update criteria, which include testing of their registration process, bulk data access, API, and other open API capabilities. The Unified Data Access Profiles, UDAP, are open standards that are free for any API ecosystem participant to implement and use, and extend the OAuth and OpenID Connect to leverage trusted certificates. UDAP workflows eliminate the need for every FHIR endpoint to independently verify every client application and enable the reuse of the OpenID credentials and digital certificates. By using trusted digital certificates instead of client secrets, the program enhances security and builds confidence in app operators, identity providers, and FHIR servers essential to the Da Vinci use cases and in the FHIR exchange more generally, while also leveraging trusted digital certificates for real-time discovery and verified information about counterparts during dynamic client registration and authentication. The value of the UDAP workflows and certificate-based trust is recognized throughout the health information technology industry. And UDAP workflows referenced in the HL7 materials, the draft Karen, Care Equality, and Da Vinci implementation guides, and in the FHIR at Scale, or FAST, Security Tiger Team solution to the question of how to manage permissions and security at scale across millions of patients, payers, and the providers. This TDRAAP accreditation program, therefore, addresses the specific need for a common bar that establishes technical compliance with UDAP, including their workflows, as one element of a participant's readiness to participate in a trusted FHIR ecosystem. A second important component is the participant's self-attested or ENAC-validated privacy and security practices, which are relevant to the use of open APIs and UDAP workflows. The program creates a technical and governance infrastructure that supports interoperability with a specific focus on technical standards, enabling trust and transparency for both organizational and individual access to data. The program will empower client applications, health industry stakeholder organizations, patients, and other consumers with secure, efficient access to data, which the data holder authorizes them. The program is designed for the specific technical operational needs of many different stakeholder organizations, including API economy-based organizations, healthcare providers, payers, EHR system vendors, health information exchanges, clearinghouses, business associates, cloud vendors, to name just a few. The TDRAAP accreditation offers two different options, including the basic and comprehensive. TDRAAP Basic offers privacy and security self-attestation with minimal validation, while the included UDAP Technical Framework certification demonstrates that an entity's end-to-end API can be trusted by patients and other industry stakeholders. It's specifically designed for developers of consumer-facing apps, also referred to as Patients app, of their choice as used in workflows such as the ONC Certified Health IT, that also includes Smart App Launch with individual sign-on, FHIR data access by one patient at a time with the patient's own credentials, and others. TDRAAP Comprehensive is designed for organizations already holding ENAC accreditation or those wanting to demonstrate HIPAA, high-tech, privacy and security compliance, and support of all the relevant UDAP workflows, including privileged client app or provider access to data. For example, FHIR bulk data requests, broadcast or targeted queries, authorization code flow in patient directed or cross-organizational queries, or any setting in which multiple services deployed by the organization enable UDAP workflows. You can check out the ENAC website for more in-depth information on the TDRAAP program, including additional more in-depth videos, collateral materials, and an overview of the accreditation process. Lastly, the final glide path stars document and the criteria for the TDRAAP program are available on the ENAC criteria page. And organizations interested in beginning the accreditation process for TDRAAP should complete the application or contact ENAC at www.enac.org. And for organizations that require hands-on support to complete pre-assessment steps, readiness planning, gap assessments, and more, you can also check out our consulting and advisory services as well. Thanks for your time in viewing this video, and we hope it was informational to you on our TDRAAP program. We look forward to you and your company making application to pursue this accreditation and demonstrating stakeholder trust. Many of you may be interested in discussing how you can promote or require the accreditation of the stakeholders providing APIs to your organization. And we're very interested in talking to you further. Please contact us and we'll be pleased to have that conversation with you. Thanks and have a good rest of your day.